Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right in my living room because the lab is under construction again. It's all right. It's going good. Everything is fine. I'll be back in it tomorrow. But today, I'm in my living room doing what I do for you. Let's go. Right in 25 Rules to Live By. Storytelling. Story with a message and a story for life. These are life lessons. I'm giving them. You tuning and receiving them? Good deal. Let's go. Right Thinkers' mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Get to know yourself a little bit better. Right Thinkers' way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of obtaining spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. I'm on it. Okay? My goal is to get all right thinkers to know themselves. I know me. You should know you. Fair deal. If you need some help, tune in. I got you. Let's go. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I got you. Stay tuned. Now, a person who knows not and believe that they know is religious, is dangerous. Why? You avoid them. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. There's people at this time of the morning. I know that, but it's okay. I can awaken you. What? Spiritual knowledge. On the spiritual alarm clock. I had the knowledge to wake you up to yourself with knowledge of self. Let's go. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinking, know thyself, and to Mayat be true. You have to understand balance is important in your life. And living Mayat is a lifestyle that you can set forth. Why? Because the rules are laid out for you. I'm giving you the blueprint. All you got to do is follow it. Trust me. Let's go. Right thinkers, let's talk about this is a good word transformation. That means to change. And transformation happens with what? Self knowledge. You cannot make a change without obtaining knowledge of self. Trust me on that one. Let's talk about it. I got an opinion about that, so I'm gonna let you in on it. Let's go. It's in our nature to transform. We're born babies and we turn into adults. So that's a transformation. We call it a life process. Yes, we start out small, you end up as big as you're gonna get, large you're gonna get, whatever, but you transform from one thing to another. It's a phase of life. Young age, prime age, old age. It's a phase that we all go through. It's what you do during the phases that makes the difference in your life. Obtaining knowledge will make it better for you. Trust me. We are born with a blank memory slate, aka consciousness. That means we know nothing. No memory. Everything that we do once we come into the world, we're taking in. Our subconscious is just waiting to absorb information. That's what it does. Conceptually, like the noon, full of potential. We're born to this world blank, but full of potential. Anything. We can become anything. Trust me. Think unlimited. Think unlimited. Why? Because we are mentally unlimited, spiritually unlimited. Our boundaries as a human form, where we had the five senses we got to live with. Understand that. But the spiritual part, unlimited. We are taught, right from wrong, to prepare us to what? Transform. If you do wrong, there's some punishment, the consequence that come behind wrong actions. When you do right, there are rewards and benefits that come behind right actions. So we teach our young that early so they can get the concept. We learned that early in life. But we also had that little thing that called free will. So no matter what we learn, no matter what we're taught, we still are able to make the choice for our individual self to do it or not do it. That's God's gift to man, free will. We are taught, we acquire, or you're supposed to acquire knowledge from the cradle to the grave, and to do what? To survive and eventually make the transformation. If a caterpillar don't go into that transformation state where he wrap himself in a cocoon and come out anew, Spiritual knowledge is just like that cocoon. When you get it, you wrap yourself into it, and you can come out a butterfly, better than you ever was, one of a kind, unique to your own self. That's what transformation will do. That knowledge will make that happen for you. If you don't obtain self knowledge, aka spiritual knowledge, your chances of transformation is slim to none. Being ignorant and remaining ignorant, you're going to stay in that state of ignorance. That's why you have the choice, free will. Okay? Transformation is a natural process of life. Again, we don't stay babies. We ain't born old. So it's a process that we go through life. Transformation, aka enlightenment, happens when you study and learn and then live what you studied and learned. When you do those three things, you will transform from one ignorant person to an enlightened person. Transformation from ignorance to knowledge is right thinking philosophy goal for everyone who participates in my philosophical points of view. You will have no knowledge of it. When I get done, you will have a mastery of self with the knowledge that I'm going to provide you with. Trust me, just like masonry, I did it for years. All right. After making my own transformation, the whole thing I'm teaching and everything I teach is based on what I learned. After I made my own transformation from egoistic concepts to Haru concept, big difference. Haru is the spirit that's in us. We call it Christ. It's the same thing. Okay? I'm not arguing what you call it, but it's all the same thing. The spirit that's in us is of God. How you decide that, how you decipher that, how you break, I could care less. I'm just giving you a breakdown of concept that I have, that I live by. You can do what you want. Understand that? So, but with knowledge of self, the transformation that you need to make is possible. Without knowledge of self, that transformation is almost impossible. I know how it's done. Why? And what it takes to do it. Why? Again, I've done it. It's a fact that what I know, I want somebody else to know. What I've done, I want somebody to do. Why? Because it's good. When I did it, I was doing the wrong thing. I want everybody to be drug dealers, and everybody jumped on board. Everybody slinging weed. Everybody just doing their thing. Now that I'm serving God, I'm trying to get the concept to live and do and be right. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I feel better doing this than I ever did feel done. I understand why. I ain't got to go to jail for this. I got 7 years on this. I didn't get but a 5-year run on that other stuff. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's touch and go at this point in time. And I'm really touchy about what I'm doing. So I gotta be calming down a little bit. Where we at? All right. Transformation in life is like, again, the caterpillar concept. I got to keep using that one because with spiritual knowledge, you wrapping yourself in that cocoon. So when you get enough of it, when you get where you need to be, bam, you're gonna come out a different person. I see people who know me now, who know me from before, they know there's something different. They know I'm different. That's the part I keep trying to explain to you. It will show. We are born into the world to what? Transform consciously. We need to get smarter. Why? We obtain knowledge, we use the knowledge, we comprehend it, and we implement it, and we become better. Why? For knowledge of self makes you function, do, and be better. Ignorant people will do pretty much anything. There's no control. There's nothing to stop them, to hold them accountable for their actions. That's all. That's why we got prisons. We got the law and order. Why? Because somebody got to corral them. All right. If we teach our young, this is important to me, about themselves early in the truth, can you imagine how much different our young people would be with knowledge of self at an early age and not doing the nonsense that we keep wondering why they keep doing the same thing? Because they don't know no better. That's a parent's job. That's the parent's job. And your kids out here wilding, you part of the problem. I put the blame on all of us. I take responsibility who are not becoming conscious or teaching their kids or young ones to become conscious. That's a in-house problem. As a race of people, we need to check each other and let it be known. take care of what's yours. If your little bad kid, take care of that kid. We didn't have a bunch of that growing up, so different parenting skills. We was given the mind and brain free will, again, to what? Transform us to what? Better people. We are human beings. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. But if we're ignorant to who we are, we're going to have bad experiences. Mass shooting, everything is mass. Why? Because people just want to be seen, heard, or recognized for doing nonsense. Killing somebody, want to be famous. That ain't famous. That's crazy. Calm down, get back. Sorry about that. A little moment there. Yeah, I'm trying to stay out of the arena. I'm really trying to stay out of the arena because I got a whole bunch of opinions about that and it won't be good. So I'm going to stick to what I do. Staying in my lane again. Okay? Appreciate you tuning in. Again, let me get back to what I do. Right thinking philosophy. Okay. Right thinking philosophy is the way to what? Transform if done correctly, daily. It will happen. It's a process that is foolproof. I practice right thinking philosophy daily for the last 10 years, and I became a master of myself, and I want others to do the same. Why? It's a beautiful thing. Right thinking philosophy is proven to work to transform you to spiritual enlightenment with work that you put in for yourself, implementing the things that I'm teaching, and you will know for yourself how to transform. The transformation you want is to be what? Your best self. Knowing thyself, meaning I'm performing at my best. I'm doing the things I need to do for me. I see young kids exercise their right to be their best selves. We need to keep that going. Okay, that's the positive concept that we need to institute with our young. Okay, we need more of that. We need more of that. Transformation is real. It's why we live to reach spiritual enlightenment. Nihas. Why? To become spiritually enlightened beings, meaning we can live in harmony with each other. And if society adopted that method, the world would be a better place. I can't believe I'm saying this nonsense. But yeah, we need knowledge of self, self-respect, self-love, all these things that we need to implement to our young, and we'll see the change almost instantly. Why? Because some of the other stuff will just stop and it just take care of itself. Doing the right thing, the wrong thing have to take a back seat. Devil, get behind me. All that good stuff. Okay, y'all say it, but you ain't living it. Last one. I'm about to wrap it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. Okay, we are, again, spiritual beings having a human experience for the transformation to become spiritual enlightened beings. Human beings with spiritual enlightenment become God-like beings. All right, let me wrap this up. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. I keep busting over here with that because it's the truth and it's what it is. When you become spiritually enlightened, you will have made a transformation that all human beings, in order to get to the next level, have to make. If you don't get enlightened, when it's time of death in this life, guess what? You go back in line and got to do it all over again from birth and go through all that again. So the spirit sometimes get a little annoyed when they did it a few times, and I keep getting the guy who don't want to do nothing. So it's all about being able to comprehend and understand concepts that you can implement and use because they work. Okay? Our spirit has to meet and work with our mind. That's called a heart mind coherence. That's what will make the transformation that much smoother. Why? Because that's what it's for. That's the whole intent. My spirit and mind are working in harmony. Now, that's transformation. When you got your mind one place and your heart somewhere else, you got to sync. You ain't balanced. You got no balance. Okay, they have to be in sync. Last one. Our body will remain here on earth. Our spirit goes back to the maker, aka heaven, home. But if it's not enlightened, it go right back and get into line, aka reincarnation. My spirit won't be reincarnated. It's happy. I'm happy. Are you with yours? Enlighten the spirit. Make it happy. Send it home. Okay? Take care. I got more for you. You know the deal.